Chris was telling me something interesting that you have the pleasure of doing as the president of the company is going back into the archives, right?
Absolutely. He was so prolific in design. There's probably 50,000 different designs that we could bring back.
Really?
So as time becomes the moment for it again, that's exactly what we've been doing. And some of the things that he used to do are just so incredible from the detailed element of it. If you look at them closely, you just see parts of it that no one else would do. Maybe they wouldn't care or whatever. But and I mean, I remember sitting there with Kenneth and him going, "This isn't quite right.
Yeah.
We have to get this perfect." I'd be like, "It's close. I can show it to the buyers now." No, you can't. And he would make me wait.
Well, and like point out some of those details for us.
Well, on this, the beaded like rope work here, it's like kind of doubled over. The slight doming on the little, I call them chiclets. The wonderful magnet. I think his parents used to own a hardware store or something. So sometimes in the design elements, you'll see magnets or screws or little nuts and bolts or little kind of different things that would have come from hardware.
Okay, I want to give everybody a quick update. The turquoise that you see Sue wearing, we have 1 dozen remaining. We also have this in the beautiful white, and the white to me looks like you've gone to an estate auction. Oh, we've only got about we've only got about 30 in the white. We have the black, and we have the. Are we calling this orange or coral?
Coral.
Okay, so we have a dozen in the coral as well. But if you have always, for the last, well, since 1962 or for the last 30 years or whatever, if you've always been a fan of Kenneth J. Lane and you like those real retro, true Hallmark pieces in his collection, this is certainly one of them. We're gonna run out to the phone lines. We're gonna say hi to Charlotte in Texas. Charlotte, welcome to HSN. You're with Connie and Chris.
Hi, Connie.
Hi.
Thank you for taking my call.
It is our pleasure. I heard you picked up the strawberry necklace. Now, you got to tell me, is that your first piece ever of Kenneth J. Lane?
I wish I could say it was my first piece, but I would say I probably have 200.
Whoa.
Oh, my goodness.
Congratulations.
I've been collecting since the 1990s.
Fantastic.
That's a lot of jewelry if you've only been collecting since the 1990s. Good. Charlotte, I'm going to come shop in your closet.
I love his pieces. I already had the apple necklace and the pear necklace, but I was missing the strawberry necklace. I wanted to definitely get it today. And I just love his bangles. I've got the elephants, the tigers, the giraffes, and the leopards on the bangles as well.
That is fantastic. Let me ask you a question, Charlotte. For somebody maybe who's never tried his jewelry, what would you tell them that they can look forward to in terms of quality?
Excellent quality. I have not had one thing break or come apart or anything since the 1990s, and I wear his jewelry with everything.
Oh, and do you get a lot of compliments?
I'm sorry?
Do you get a lot of compliments?
Oh, yes. Everybody, they look at me and I go, Kenneth J. Lane. And one of my absolute most favorite prized pens is the octopus pen.
Well,
and,
Charlotte,
I just love it.
I shouldn't tell you this, but look what we have coming up. Look at this. We have this fabulous cat pen. We have quite a few little critters coming up in the collection today.
Oh, great. I love that. I've got his caterpillar pen and his seal. I can't even tell you how many pieces I've got. But I do have a request, if at all possible.
Yes.
I would like HSN to bring they used to call them the Shanghai bracelets. They're Asian, they're not really cuffed. They're bangle bracelets. I like it in lapis, turquoise, and an amber color, if at all possible.
You know what? We will look into that, Charlotte, and we so appreciate you saying hi and being a part of the show. Thank you so much. Take care.
Thank you, Charlotte.
How wonderful.